Good morning children. Welcome back to the English online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. How are you doing children? Hope you all are doing good? Yes? Okay, let's start our today's session. We'll give a break to our enlightened text and start our grammar lessons. We'll start with the first chapter, the sentence, in page number 48. Let me tell you a story about this sentence. There lives 4 brothers. And they are known as sentence brothers. They are popularly known as sentence brothers. Why? Because the name of their house is Sentence. Their house name is Sentence, so they are known by the house name, Sentence brothers. And you know, every name has a meaning. All our names has meaning. So what will be the meaning of their house name? Sentence. Sentence is a group of words, or it is a set of words which makes complete sense and it conveys an idea or thought. So what is the meaning of the sentence? Sentence is a group of words which gives complete meaning or which conveys complete idea or thought. I hope you understood the meaning of the sentence. If I say India, man, missile, Dr. Kalam is as known. If I say like this, did you understand anything? No, you didn't understand. Why? Because I have made use of some group of words. But it doesn't convey an idea or thought. It doesn't make complete sense. But if I say Dr. Kalam is known as the missile man of India. I hope now you understood the meaning of my sentence, what I told you just now. So sentences are not just a group of words. It has a proper arrangement of words. The basic structure of an English sentence is it has a subject, verb and an object. Subject plus verb plus object makes a sentence. So it should be properly arranged. Only then we can call it a sentence. Only then a sentence can convey an idea or thought. I hope you understood what is a sentence. Now let's move to the story of our 4 brothers. They are quadruplets. Quadruplets means 4 children born of one birth. They are born at the same time of one birth. So they look alike or they are same in their physical appearance. But when they speak sentences, they are totally different. They differ from one person to another. They speak different kinds of sentences. So let's move to the first brother. The first brother is known as the declarative sentence. He is known by the name declarative. And why the people call him declarative? Because he always declares something or he keeps on telling something. So he is also known by the name telling sentence. He is also known as telling sentence. He expresses an opinion, an idea, an information, or he tells some fact. So he keeps on telling something. He passes on some information to us. He is of immense knowledge that he shares with us. He tells to us. So he is called or he is known by the name declarative sentence. For example, he says, I am studying in 5th standard. We are listening to English online class. I am going for a movie today. It is raining now. The sun rises in the east. Water is boiling. The trees are covered with snow. So he passes on some information or he tells us something. He conveys some matter to us. He conveys some information to us. So when you check all these sentences are of the same type. It tells us something. It tells us a fact or it expresses an opinion. It tells us something. So the sentence that makes a statement or a sentence which tells us something is called a declarative sentence. Now let's move to the next brother. The next brother is known by the name interrogative. He is known as interrogative sentence. What do you mean by the word interrogative? Interrogative means to interrogate, to keep on asking questions, to ask questions. He's so much interested in detective stories. So he keeps on asking things. He keeps on asking questions. He seeks information. He tries to gain knowledge. When he asks a question, it means that he needs some information. For that, he is asking a question. So he keeps on asking questions. So a sentence which asks questions are called interrogative sentence. The interrogative sentence, it starts with a capital letter but ends with a question mark. It ends with a question mark. For example, what is your name? It starts with capital letter and ends with question mark. Which is your favorite color? Again, it ends with question mark. Where are you going? How do you go to school? When will the school reopen? See, when you check all these sentences are asking questions. It need reply or answer. Now let's move to the next brother. Imperative sentence. He is known by the name imperative and is known as imperative sentence. The sentence which makes command, instruction, order or request is called an imperative sentence. For example, shut the door, close the window, get out of the class, submit your homework, submit your project. In all these sentences, you can see that I'm giving an order or I'm giving an instruction. I'm making commands. So the sentence which make commands, order or instructions are called imperative sentence. It also make request. For example, please pray for me. Please lend me your book. In these two types of sentence, the imperative sentence is making a request. So imperative sentences are also used to make request. It starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or period. Now let's move to last brother, exclamatory sentence. He is known by the name exclamatory sentence. He starts with a capital letter but ends with the exclamation mark. And why does he use this exclamation mark and why is called an exclamatory sentence? The sentence which makes sudden feeling or strong emotions which express our emotions like anger, joy, happiness, sorrow. All these types of sentences are called exclamatory sentence. And usually the exclamatory sentence it starts with what or how. For example, what a beautiful flower. And you put an exclamatory mark at the end of the sentence. What a beautiful house. How beautiful the girl is. How beautiful the flower is. What an exciting match. What a thrilling movie. At the end of all these sentences, you put the exclamation mark. So exclamatory sentences are used to express our sudden feelings or emotions. Just have a recap of what we have studied now. A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense. It expresses an idea or thought. And there are 4 types of sentences. They are declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence and exclamatory sentence. So every sentence starts with a capital letter but ends with different punctuation marks according to its type. For example, the declarative sentence, it declares something or tells us something. So it ends with a full stop. The interrogative sentence, it asks a question. So it ends with a question mark. The imperative sentence tells us to do something. It makes us do something. It commands us. So it also ends with a full stop or period. The last type of sentence, exclamatory sentence, it ends with an exclamation mark because it is used to express our sudden feeling or emotions. So I hope you understood all these 4 types of sentences. Now let's move to our textual exercises. Now take page number 49 in your grammar text. Exercise 1. Let's do the exercise 1. They have given you jumbled group of words. You have to arrange the words properly. So the first one has been done for you. Look at the second one. Human travelers animals, unlike, maps, have, do not. So how will you arrange the sentence? Unlike human travelers, animals do not have maps. Let's see the third one. Use, mountains, birds, the rivers, and. So how will you make it a proper sentence? Birds use the rivers and mountains. In the similar way, try to do the second exercise also. So I hope you understood the topic clearly. That's all for today. Let's wind up the session. See you in the next class.